What it do, my niggas? This is Thrift Store Finds number 2, here with you with another, I don't know. Let's get into it, right into it, with a DVD called Backyard Brawling Part 2. This is only $2, and I had to buy it because, well, it was made in 2002, and it just reminds me of that time period where, look, we are still in a serious cultural malaise right now. The culture's in a very bad place, and I don't know, we could argue when it really started, but this is just a little bit of evidence. Again, 2002, and we're gonna read the back of the box here. It says 2002 Wayne Enterprises. Wayne Enterprises, that sounds like a legitimate business. So I'm gonna read it for you. If you want to read along, I don't know if you can see it on the video, but it says, "There's an old saying, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, and these people take it way past the limit in this bone-cracking, eye-popping, flesh-ripping, ball-crunching, action-packed film. You won't believe what these guys and gals go. Wait, okay, there's ladies fighting. You're doing some backyard brawling in this. Okay, so they put their bodies through in the name of jealousy, drunkiness. Drunkenness. I can't even spell drunkenness right. I get the word right. So drunkiness, competition, and just plain old sport. Hot and heavy, raw and uncensored, and what I can't read. Okay, in your face. Yeah, that blue on red is not working out. These underground fights are unbelievable. Amazingly, you will witness no holds barred, fist pounding, spring break brawls, drunken fighting, backyard brawling, babes, lovers quarrels, and much, much more." Yeah, whoever wrote this does not have good grasp of grammar, but it is what it is, and it is horrible. And I think this will probably win the poll, so I'm not even going to put it in. Again, there's a straw poll link below, and you get to vote on what you would like to see me review out of what I show here. I don't really want to put this up to a review because I don't know what's in it. It could be... I don't know, maybe you could find it on YouTube. I'm not sure. You could watch all the Hood Lifes, I think, and those are in the same kind of spirit. This was the golden age for late night television. Let's advertise our trashy straight-to-video stuff on here. You had bum fights, you had Girls Gone Wild, you had a lot of really horrible stuff in the early 2000s advertised on late night TV if you were watching Comedy Central or Tech TV. I've spent enough time on this. I don't really look forward to watching this. It's probably really trashy, but we'll see if it's trashy enough to inspire a review of some sort. Next is a Blu-ray of American Psycho, and I've not actually seen this movie yet. I've heard a lot about it, heard it's good, and yeah, Blu-ray, American Psycho, looking forward to watching this. And now we get to the games. First is Second Sight for the Xbox, and most of the finds for this week are Xbox games. There was a thrift store nearby, they were having a 50% off sale. So I got these games for $1.50 each. So I picked up more than I usually would have, and Second Sight, here's one of them. I don't know much about this game other than that it was made by the creators of Time Splitters. I've played Time Splitters 2, I liked that one a whole lot. I had it on the GameCube back in the day. Did not play any of the other games in the series, however, so if you want me to play this one, you can vote for it, just like you can vote for True Crime Streets of LA. This is a title I have played before, but not in a very, very long time. I remember enjoying it a lot when I rented it and burned it onto my Xbox. It has been modified, I still have it, and I enjoy it very much. But yeah, Grand Theft Auto clone when those were a very popular thing to make, and I remember this was one of the better ones, one of the better Grand Theft Auto clones, so looking forward to revisiting this at some point. This is not about True Crime Streets of LA, but when am I gonna get a chance to talk about this again, if not in these videos? In the last Thrift Store Finds video, somebody asked me, what's the secret, what advice do I have for finding good stuff at thrift stores, and I replied that Goodwill stores in the ghetto usually give you some pretty good results, but yeah, so the perception is that you go to wealthy neighborhoods, you'll find good stuff, and maybe you will, but I haven't found exactly the same success at thrift stores in what you would consider wealthier areas. I've found some good stuff in them on occasion, but when it comes to stuff like video games, which is what I go for mainly. I just have not found the same quality of stuff at a price that is expected of a thrift store in wealthier neighborhoods. I've found some stuff before. I found I think it was at like a hospice thrift store, if I'm not mistaken. I found a copy of The Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past for the Game Boy Advance. I found a copy of that, and what was funny about that one, I think I only paid like $2 or $3 for it, but the funny thing, it was in the box with the manual. It was a used copy, but the box and manual were in good condition, but the box and manual were for one of the Game Boy Color Zelda games. But I do remember finding that in a nicer neighborhood, and that was, other than that, I've found that lower income areas, more ghetto areas, yield better results in terms of the kinds of games they have and the quantity of games that they have. Next is SSX on tour, the second week in a row where I found an SSX game on my excursions to the junk stores that I go to. And this is I believe the fourth one in the series. I have in my possession the first SSX, the second, Tricky, you saw that last week, and I have this one now. I do not have SSX 3, so I'm gonna have to have that so I could do a series review, at least the series as it relates to the Xbox, PlayStation 2, GameCube console era, because they did release an SSX game on the Wii, I think, and then they tried to reboot the series back in 2012, but I think that was the last one. And with this in my possession, I'm now tempted to buy SSX 3 just on some internet retailer, because yeah, it seems like the perfect time to review the series. But if you want me to review this game individually next week, then that's fine, nothing I can do about that. And now for a rare occurrence, a game that people have actually requested that I review in the past. At least one person did. This is Prince of Persia: Sands of Time, also for the Xbox. I have not played this one. I've heard very good things about it. I heard this one is really fun, and not much else to say beyond that because I have not played it. If you were one of the people who commented, "Hey, review Prince of Persia: Sands of Time," or whatever you said, if you're one of those people, you can vote for this game for me to review. If it wins the vote, I will definitely review it. Again, I stopped the voting on Friday, even though by then, at least for the last week, the vote was pretty much the same thing it was. There was not much change at the top of the leaderboard. But the next one is one that I did not find at the 50% off sale, but I did get a very good price on it nonetheless. This is the 25th anniversary of Super Mario Brothers release of Super Mario All-Stars on the Wii. And this is a very neat find because usually at a thrift store, if somebody sees something Mario, they know what it is, so they'll jack up the price on it. Therefore, it's no longer there's no longer any benefit to buying it from there. You just buy it from Amazon or eBay or wherever and get a pretty similar price on it. I also got a good price last week on the Mario Kart Wii. That it was priced the same as all the other games, so I was happy about that. So this is it's rare to find Mario stuff priced at what a thrift store should price it at, because they're getting this stuff for free. Having some good luck these days, and that's always nice. But this is cool. It's got the sleeve, and it's unfortunately it's a little bit damaged. You got some creases down the spines of it, and then you got the paper that's well, not the paper, but I guess it is a paper sleeve for all intents and purposes, but there's a little sticker that tore the box art on the back, so that's really the only thing that's wrong with it. And I'm going to show you here. The game itself, the disc has some wear, but it's in good condition, used good condition, and there are 4 games on here. The Super Mario All-Stars is not the game, it's the collection. You cannot play Super Mario All-Stars. You can play Super Mario Brothers, The Lost Levels, Super Mario Brothers 2, and the third one. Now, if you really want to see me review another Mario game for the Wii for the the second straight Wii. I can't stop you, and I'm certainly not going to complain about that. But my favorite thing about this find is the fact that once you open up the sleeve and see what's inside, you got the game, you got the DVD case with the game, and you also have another one, which includes the Super Mario History 1985 to 2010. It comes with the CD, and it comes with the Super Mario History booklet. This DVD case is unopened, still in the shrink wrap. So I'm almost hesitant to open it. I'm not a huge fan of the design of it. The red and gold with the red background with the gold text is not the easiest thing to read in a low light, but you could see the track listing kind of if it's the daytime and you're looking at it. But I think this is yeah, it's 20 tracks of a best of. A sampling of the Mario music over the years. Certainly not a comprehensive list, but a nice collection from what I could see nonetheless. And with that, I have nothing more to show you, so these 5 games are up for vote. The winner, I will review it. Next week, decide which one you want me to review, and if it wins, it wins. If it doesn't, well, that doesn't mean I won't review it at some point in the future. It just won't be sooner than the others. Thanks for watching, listening, participating. You have a good one. See you later, everybody.